Arsenal host Liverpool this weekend. There's talk that the video footage has come out. Saka wasn't training. The manager said he's done some work on grass. Willian won't start. Liverpool in excellent form. The sort of title hopes of Arsenal are sort of hinging on this game. They're in trouble, according to the mainstream media. Don, how is this game going to go? How is it going to play out? Talk to us.
Bro, first of all, they need Saka fit. You know what I'm saying? They need Saka fit because Raheem the Dream, this guy is stinks anyway. But if you actually look at his record against Liverpool, it's just not good. You know what I mean? Arsenal right now, they're not performing well. They've been picking up results, yes, but that result the other day has been a long time coming. You know what I mean? They lost, so they won the other day the Champions League. But when you speak to a lot of Arsenal fans after that game, Terry, a lot of them felt like they were talking as if they didn't win, bro. You know what I mean? Because of how they were performing. Yeah. And right now, for me, Liverpool, I've been saying for weeks, Liverpool have been the most convincing team. And for me right now, Liverpool are the best team in the league, right? Looking at it right now, if I'm Slot and I'm the Liverpool players, I'm rubbing my hands going up against Arsenal right now. Forget the Emirates, forget the occasion. They haven't got Saliba. Terry's having a mess.
It's like half frozen and it keeps fizzy water and it keeps spilling out.
Sparkling.
I said, oh.
At my age, it's really good for my digestion. Like it stops me getting heartburn and stomach aches. I drink about 3 or 4 bottles of it a day. It's very good for you. Very good.
But yeah, anyway, looking at it right now, like I watched Liverpool the other day in the Champions League, bro. They just controlled that game. They won again. You got Slot right now. Is it 11 out of 12 wins? The first Premier League manager to do it, or something along the lines of that.
First Liverpool manager ever to do it.
First Liverpool manager, sorry, to go and do that. Again, obviously Jota's injured at the minute, but they've still got some attacking options they can play there. It's not the end of the world if Jota's not fit. I think they've still got others that can score. And obviously Arsenal, they're missing Saliba. Timber, he might not be available. They're in a bit of an injury crisis right now. And again, we don't know if Saka's going to be available because for me, in attack, he's the most effective player. And you can clearly see that Havertz is struggling without Saka. Like against Bournemouth, bro, he's trying his hardest to do stuff, but there's just no one there to link up with. Yeah, and if you go look at the goal contributions Saka and Havertz have amongst each other, I think they've scored like 7. They've contributed like 7, 8 goals each together as a partnership. So it shows me that they know how to play together. And when Saka's not there, it affects Havertz's game. Right now, I'm just looking at it and I just don't see how Arsenal get 3 points. If Arsenal get 3 points, it'll be a massive win for them. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool have to go into that game and beat these lot. Yeah? Because that's going to make it very, very hard for Arsenal to come out of the end of it and still be up there. I don't see them catching up if they lose this game, in my opinion. You know? But yeah, as a Liverpool fan right now, bro, I'm rubbing my hands, man. Honestly, I'm rubbing my hands.
It's you know what? This guy, I do not buy this whole Saka, Calafiore, Timber injury. Oh, they're not in training. It's more just silly games from Arteta. He does all these little games, all these tactics, and he still doesn't win. You know what I mean? And that's the annoying thing about him. You know what I mean? He just, every time he's got to use these little tactics, little dark arts. And this is going to be, this game, you're going to see the darkest of dark arts in this game. He's gonna go full Arteta in this one. But I think, Liverpool should still, I think, come out on top. Liverpool have gone under the radar. I said it in the group chat. Like, if Arsenal were doing what Liverpool are doing, we'd hear about it endlessly. The fact that Liverpool have conceded 3 league goals all season is incredible. You done a video with Potts, Terry, and you talked about the possibility of Arsenal beating Chelsea's defensive record. Why are we not talking about that?
He spoke about it, not me. I want to be very careful. People keep putting those thumbnails up and having a go. I didn't say it. It was Potsy and Sam said that.
Right,
yes,
it's joint enterprise, bro.
Okay, it was a conversation piece. It was a talking point. But really and truly,
I am not going down for that one. I am not going down for it.
but Liverpool are genuinely. I don't think they'll do it, but they're genuinely in a conversation. 3 goals this stage of the season is mad. And as we all say, defenses win titles. You know, people say that. And their defense is doing bits right now. We've really got to put some respect on Liverpool and talk about them as serious. As
they're just more balanced. They're just more balanced than Arsenal, bro. Their midfield more balanced. You know what I'm saying? Their attack right now is firing more.
On their goals that they've conceded, they're currently tracking to concede 14.2, it says, when you break it down. But they're tracking to concede 14 goals this season, Liverpool. If they maintain this rate of goals conceded, it's 14 goals they'll concede. So they're on course almost a quarter of the way through the season, or about a quarter of the way through. I think this is the quarter game, I think. Yeah, it is. Number 9 is a quarter game, isn't it? If they don't concede this weekend, they are on course to beat Chelsea's record, which shows, I don't think they will, because all it takes is one game maybe where they concede 3 goals, which is plausible in the Premier League, for them to probably not do it, but they're there or thereabouts. Staffy, who are the favourites for this game? Because a lot of Liverpool fans have pushed back against the narrative that they're the favourites, maybe even marginally, for this game this weekend.
Who's the Liverpool fans? Do you mean Hassan?
Just the Liverpool fans I've come across. Lots, like the likes of Maradon and people in the comments, they kind of hate being called the favourites for this game and then moan that I don't praise them. I don't quite understand
I've
the logic.
seen a lot of Liverpool fans downplaying this and downplaying the fact that they're favourites and sort of feeling a bit nervous about this game. I back that.
Listen, I said
they didn't
this
expect
earlier.
to be here. They didn't expect to be here, Lawless. Now they don't know how to act. That's what it is.
Exactly. No. You're actually spot on. But here's the thing. I said this early in the season, so I'm going to repeat that again. The sooner Liverpool fans understand that they made the signing of the summer with signing this manager, the better it is for them to understand that they're better than last year, because they don't see it. Everyone talks about their summer being poor. I've said that Arne Slot could be equivalent to one of our teams signing a player that changes everyone's fortunes. They're like, oh, look, we won the summer transfer window. It's not a transfer because he's a manager, right? But he's the best signing that was made this summer. Arne Slot has made Liverpool better just purely down to the fact that he's better tactically than Jurgen Klopp. Said on Hassam's channel, I got some backlash from it saying, oh, how dare you disrespect Klopp? I'm not disrespecting Klopp. I'm just saying the facts. What I see so far is what I predicted. I was here on Straight Facts. I hope you guys have been watching Straight Facts for as long as I've been here. Every Friday. When he got signed, it was a Friday. And I came out and said here that he is going to be a better manager than Klopp. Not necessarily maybe as a man manager or that, because I don't know that much about him. Tactically, I always predicted that he's going to be better than Klopp, and he's showing it now. I think the issue is Klopp has been here for 9 years, so people still don't accept it. You guys are miles better than what you were last year, and it's showing. This is why you're conceding less. That's why you're scoring more. And that's it. Let's be honest. You had one blip in that one game against Forest, but it happens to the best of us. You know, you can be in still great form and still drop points. But so far, I wouldn't say I'm that surprised. I'm slightly surprised of how good they've been, but I'm not surprised that they've been good, I should say. Because a lot of people like Igal predicted a down year, this, and that. I was never on that boat. And Liverpool have reached that point. It hurts me to say this because I hate Liverpool, but I got to be objective on them. They've reached a very good point this season where they're looking one of the most convincing teams. And I'm starting to actually worry that they might get 21 this year. I'm really
They're the best
worried.
team in the league.
Sorry, and are they on 19? Yeah, they're on 19.
20.
They're the best team in the league. The best team in the league.
I'm worried that they might be.
The bit that I find really interesting about Liverpool fans in this conversation is this is going to trigger them. No matter how good you say Liverpool are, they always want you to praise them more. And what I mean by that is that I've seen.
You should not talk about Arsenal fans. You should not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No. Trust me when it comes to some Liverpool supporters, not all of them, not the Terrace Liverpool fans. I'm talking outside the Terrace mainly. They're doing this thing of like, nobody expected us to even challenge. It's the beginning of a rebuild. It's a new manager. The only element that I go they're right on is when they say we didn't spend any real money in the summer. That's bloody true. But what's being ignored by everybody is this notion of it's not rebuild. This was another top coach taking over from the previous top coach in a club that, typically speaking, has been run very well. I will agree with Liverpool fans that they could have spent more money in the last 7 or 8 years. That I agree with, but that doesn't mean you're not poor. That doesn't mean you're poorly run just because you didn't spend enough. You could argue you could be more ambitious. Doesn't mean you're badly run. There's a difference between, I think, being poorly run, like Mike Ashley run Newcastle, how the Glazers run Man United, how Hicks and Gillette run Liverpool prior to the way FFG have done it. You haven't quite got everything you wanted, but it's still well run. I didn't think they'd be good, but I said, some of them be in the title race. And I get Liverpool fans messaging me saying, "Oh, Terry, like they've gone from in the summer saying, why are you bigging us up? We're at the beginning of a rebuild. This is crazy." Now they're sort of talking about, "Oh my God, this could be one of the greatest title winning seasons ever if we do it because nobody expected us to be there." No, only people that still believe football clubs are built in the image of a manager thought you wouldn't be there. And it's the mainstream media in England. It's not even Liverpool fans' fault. The mainstream media, we always do it. Oh, it's always about the manager and how they're going to change the club's fortunes. And the maddest bit when I see Gary Neville do it is, bruv, you run a football club. You know more than anyone. Of course, the head coach and the manager is important. I'm not saying they're not. But the way it's sort of spoken about, like the head coach comes in and they transform the club. They don't. It's a they're an important part, but it's the people that are running the club behind the scenes now that are so important to how things operate. And I just think that how well run Liverpool are is being played down in this. It really, and
no one was really
annoys
talking
me
about Liverpool though, Terry, at the start of the season. It was all Man City, Arsenal, Man City, Arsenal. That was the big narrative. Yeah, we thought. I think we thought that Liverpool would be in the top 4, but as a genuine title contender, let's be honest, it was Man City, Arsenal.
No. Wait,
you was beating the drum of Arsenal.
No,
I said I have them third because their team is too good to be in any conversations, in my opinion, for anything below third. I said the only case of them being in the title race is how good Arne Slot comes in and adapts this team to playing the way he wants his tactics to be quickly. That's all it is. So I put it on the manager and how good they could, how quick they could challenge for the title. Now I had no doubt that they're just at least half a step behind Arsenal and City, in my opinion, because I think people forget this. They didn't recruit a lot during the summer, but they didn't lose in terms of players any significance because you still kept Mo Salah, you still kept Van Dijk, you still kept Trent, and if anything, I felt like, and I hate when people say this feels like a new signing, but he made some of these players that are playing right now feel like a new signing. Gravenberch as an example. If you would have told most Liverpool fans last season what they think about him, he was a write-off. No one would have thought he'd be a serious player for them this season. He's right now been one of the best midfielders in the league. So that by itself is a boost. And this is why I keep saying people ignore how big coaching can be for a team, because coaching alone could take you from one level to the other. We all want signings. We all want to sit there and talk about transfers. And it's all fun and games, and we sit here and like, haha, look how much money I spent, and your team is broke. But at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to that. You could be a simply world-class manager or just a very good manager, and the difference will show. And with that, I'm going to wrap up with one thing, Terry. My prediction for the weekend, I'm not going to necessarily say the score yet, if you don't want me to, but I think Arne Slot is going to put a masterclass against Arsenal. And I think this weekend is going to be the weekend where we look back at it and we're going to be like, this is the weekend where we went back to putting Liverpool as the second best team in the league, not Arsenal. I think this is going to be the weekend.
No, I already think they're the best team in the league. I already think they're the best.
No, but
team.
not necessarily you, Don. We are, as said, we still think of City and Arsenal. I think this weekend, a lot of fans are going to finally realize Liverpool have made that leap and they're actually the second.
What will that mean?